Today we're going to learn how to sew on an applique, in this case a letter, onto our star project or onto any project. Okay, so I already cut out my stars, one in green, one in yellow from yellow felt, and I cut out a white letter. Okay, I wanted to show all the Lindy colors. All right. So what you're going to do is I've already threaded my needle. Okay, so remember what I told you in the last video when threading a needle, you're going to be sewing with the longer piece. You have a knot at the end of the long piece, and this shorter piece is what's keeping it in the needle. Right? Now, I suggest when you hold your needle, you hold it here. So as you're pulling it through, it doesn't slip out. So you always want to start on the back because you don't want to see any knots on the front. Right? So we're going to come up from behind and we're going to start sewing. We are going to be doing what they call a running stitch today. A running stitch is a small permanent stitch, all right, where the stitches are small and close together. All right. When you come out, you make sure that you're coming out along the same line and you pull it all the way through and all the way down. Oh, sorry. Up. And before you pull it through, make sure it's going to come out the right spot. Pull it all the way and go down. And I'll do one more stitch for you. Up from the back. And if it comes out in the wrong spot, don't pull it through. You make sure you get it through where you want it to be. Up all the way and down all the way. Now, you will continue doing this all the way around the letter. So you will come down, across, up, across, down, and follow, like I said, the outline of the letter. Right. Now, let's say, for instance, you had sewed all the way around and it's time to knot your thread. Okay? You're going to turn it over onto the back. Going to grab some of the material. And you'll see that you're forming a loop. As the loop comes around, just put your needle through the loop and pull. And you made a knot. And I always do it twice to reinforce it. So all my knots are on the back of my material. As the loop comes around, you go through it and pull. So knots on the back and on the front, all you see are your stitches. And then you would just continue around. So when you are all done, your letter and your stitches should look like this. They should go around, they should be even and done. If your stitches look like this, then that is not correct. The stitches here are too big, they're uneven, they're crooked, side to side, right? And being this is a squared off letter, your stitches should be squared off as well. Not curved, but squared. So this is what your final product should look like. Now, I just want to make it clear, when you're sewing on one star, this star, do not keep them together. You are not sewing these together yet. So when you're working on the first star, the front, put this away in your bin and only have this star out. That way you don't make the mistake of sewing it together by accident.